Breaking news: Donald Trump accepts defeat. After 2 weeks of grandstanding, US President Donald Trump has finally accepted to allow a transition of power to his potential successor, Joe Biden. In a Monday evening tweet, Trump said he had recommended that the General Service Administration (GSA) do what needs to be done in that regard. The president's tweet came amid reports by local media that the GSA had determined Biden to be the winner of the November 3rd presidential election. GSA Administrator Emily Murphy sent Biden a letter earlier on Monday to inform him that his transition could now begin. ABC News quoted an unnamed officials of Biden transition team as confirming that the former vice president had received the letter. With this, the president-elect's transition team can now access government resources, including funds, for a smooth transition of power. The GSA is a federal agency responsible for enabling the transition of power from one administration to another, and it controls the fund for the process. By law, the head of the agency must first ascertain the winner of a presidential election before settling the transition ball rolling. But with Trump's refusal to concede defeat, the GSA administrator, who was appointed by the president in 2017, had held back from starting the process. Murphy had come under fire from Democrats and other critics who accused her of allowing political influence to interfere in the agency's independence. Defending her decision in the letter to Biden, the GSA head denied being influenced by the White House or officials of the executive branch of government. According to her, I have dedicated much of my adult life to public service, and I have always strived to do what is right. Please know that I came to my decision independently based on the law and available facts. I was never directly or indirectly pressured by any executive branch officials, including those who work at the White House or GSA, with regard to the substance or timing of my decision, she said. In his tweet, President Trump said he advised the agency to start the process because he did not want Murphy, his family, and employees of GSA to continue to suffer the harassment and abuse. I want to thank Emily Murphy at GSA for her steadfast dedication and loyalty to our country. She has been harassed, threatened, and abused, and I do not want to see this happen to her, her family, or employees of GSA, Trump said. The president, who is in court challenging the election result in key battle states, said his case would continue. Our case strongly continues. We will keep up the good fight, and I believe we will prevail. Source: New Agency of Nigeria. Thank you for listening to the news. Viewers and listeners, Donald Trump has finally given in to commence transition of power to his potential successor, Joe Biden. Joe Biden emerged victorious and became the president-elect of the just concluded American presidential election. Though Donald Trump, the incumbent president who was defeated in his trying to make his second term in office, has refused to concede defeat and deny whatsoever that the election was marred with fraud and irregularities. Though there has not been concrete evidence from Mr. Trump to prove his case. Meanwhile, Mr. Trump is in court challenging the election of the result of his Mr. President-elect in this election. Viewers and listeners, you just have to come in. Mr. Trump have displayed an unpresidential statesmanship. Yes, during the campaign, Joe Biden and the Democrats accused Mr. Trump that he will not accept defeat if he finally lost the election. And that accusation is what Mr. Trump is displaying now. Viewers, what is your take on this? Mr. Trump has finally accepted defeat and have directed the agency in charge of transition of power to commence the process of handing over to Joe Biden, who was recently elected. My viewers, what is your contribution? Please, we want to get your response to this latest development because people believe that Mr. Trump is going to fight and he is going to win and recover the presidency. As you can see, Mr. Biden have received congratulatory message from world leaders showing that his election has legitimacy and he is the true president-elect of the United States of America. So viewers and listeners, what is your reaction to Donald Trump finally conceding defeat and directing the transition of power should commence in order to hand over power to his successor, and at the same time saying that he is in court to prove that the election was fraudulently won by the Democrats? Let's get your viewpoint and reaction in our comment box. If you are new to our channel, please kindly subscribe to our channel by clicking the subscribe button and also the bell button to get updated anytime we posted new news and new videos. Thank you for listening.